Short. I'm your host, Dante Furco. Today, I'm here with HITSZN. We're actually not going to be doing sports, but it's going to be a special podcast with a local rap hip-hop group from Syracuse called HITSZN. They just dropped their song Drippin', so check that out on all streaming platforms. We're going to touch on it a little bit. We're going to talk about upcoming shows, events, and what to expect next. So, it's here with HITSZN.
What's up?
Well,
So, talk about what really went into making Drippin' and just talk about it a little bit.
You want me to start it off?
Oh, you
Go for it, yeah.
All right, so when we first made Drippin', it kind of all came together at first when I received my song Supermodel Girl. We were in my room, me and Pug, and we got the mix back from Dino, and originally the mix wasn't what we wanted, and we needed a better mix. So in that period of time when he sent the first mix to the second mix, me and Pug actually found the beat on YouTube. It was a different beat before. It was just a hook of his, and this funny thing, we weren't even originally gonna have Eamon on the song.
Yeah,
we were iffy about it at first.
That all happened on the drive home from
It all
New
happened
York.
on the drive
Yeah.
home. So Pug ended up writing his hook, and I had an idea for my verse, but I didn't really put it together. And then about a week later, we all went down to New York City for his brother's movie. Brett Puglisi, he shot a feature film for his school, and the way home, Eamon really wanted to be on it. He kept saying, "Put on that beat. Put on that beat. I got ideas for it." And it kind of the inspiration from the trip, it kind of just all came together.
Everything evolved too. Like the whole process of it probably took like a year because first when I found the beat on YouTube, it didn't have a ton of views, and I think what had happened was it started to rake up more views, and then the beat was sold, and we already had written all of our parts to the beat. So at that point, we didn't really know what was going to happen because we already had recorded in the studio over that beat. So now we need to find a whole nother beat. So we had to start completely from scratch with our vocals, and we want to build this beat. So at first, we tried to come up with melodies that would fit it, also in the same key, so it would match the beat. But we couldn't really find what we wanted. So eventually, Dino worked on it, and even he was having a little trouble coming up with like the melodies that we wanted because it sounded like too somber at first. So then we got Eamon, and Eamon, if you want to speak on this.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I remember it was either one of you guys mentioned it to me. You're like, doesn't your dad play guitar? And I was like, yeah. You're like, oh, let's see if he can, write up a melody for us. He does it. And it was up in the air for like a month. We couldn't decide whether or not we liked it or not, and eventually I think it came. We got the final mix back. We listened to it for like 2 weeks and just spent 2 weeks doing nothing but listening to it and just analyzing it, seeing what was good about it, what was bad about it, and in the end I think it ended up being better than the original beat that we had to it.
Yeah, it was just sad at first. That's kind of the whole thing. We ended up making the new beat, and it was just, I don't know, it was a gloomy sound. It was a sad sound. We needed it to knock in a car. We needed it to have that happy vibe, that driving down the road, smoking weed, drinking alcohol. Like, it needed to be a summer-type song, but at the same time, you got a banging in your whip, so it wasn't necessarily there yet. And what was crazy about it, too, is we actually recorded our own demo of it even before we even hit the studio up in Pug's bedroom up at Cornell. So there were like 5 different versions.
No, that was in your living room.
We did different
ones.
It was in the living room when I had the open house.
No, but the thing is, we recorded we recorded a demo in Furco's room, my part, because I was like, yo, Furco, I got this fire-ass hook, like, you got to hear it. We hooked up the mic, I recorded it, and then we're thinking about how we're going to get this done in the studio. So it's a whole process of like another month. We threw another practice down once Eamon got his part and Furco got his part. And we did a practice at Furco's crib. And then even after that, then we booked a studio session a couple weeks later so that we could get it perfect. A lot just went into this song, I feel like, especially because of like the recreation of the beat and like what we put into that. I feel like that propelled the song even more.
Yeah, and it wasn't just one person on the song. It was a whole team collaboration. Newt and Dino made the beat. us three came up with the lyrics, but even that we didn't just come up with the lyrics. We were there for the beat. We helped. We didn't necessarily produce it. We didn't lay down the beat, but we had our ideas. We helped out with the beat and what we heard, what it needed to have in it. And I think that's why it makes it special, because it's the first actual hit season song. Dynasty, I don't know if he necessarily considers himself hit season. He's our engineer, our recording engineer. He also makes beats for us. I consider him a part of it if he wants to be a part of it. But that's why it makes it special, because it was all of us.
I think I should have started off with this, but can you guys just introduce yourselves?
We'll start down the line.
Yeah.
And I guess just some of the songs you've worked on, anything that goes with your background and what you do.
So my artist name is Pug. All my friends have called me Pug since I grew up. My real name is Jake, but I usually go by Pug. I started making music about 1.5 years ago, and I'm trying to incorporate my art within my music. Music videos are the thing I'm most passionate about, because I can incorporate my art and my animations in them. But I am very passionate about music, and this 1.5 years has really changed my life and opened me up to some new things. And I really do want to pursue music as a career. But yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, so I'm Furco. I'm a 21-year-old hip-hop / pop artist. So I guess my journey kind of started as I was a guitar player first. I fell in love with the game Rock Band, kind of a similar story to Post Malone's. I fell in love with the game Rock Band. I wanted to play guitar, so I asked my dad for a guitar for my birthday back in 4th grade. Ended up getting the guitar. That was my shit during middle school. And then once I got to high school, I got more involved with vocals, and that's kind of where my artistry came out and when I actually wanted to be an artist. I didn't actually start as an artist. I started as a recording engineer. I was kind of just recording friends I knew who made music, and then I had to experiment with my own voice and just start executing it and doing it myself. And that's kind of how I just started rapping and singing, making my own music. But yeah, it's kind of my story.
Yeah. My name's Eamon. I go by Stoyan. That's my middle name. A lot of people, I get that question a lot, like, where did Stoyan come from? It started, the whole making music thing kind of started a while back. I started making beats, and I ended up running into Furco. I think I was a sophomore, you were a senior, and I was like, hey man, like, you rap, right? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, well, I make beats.
You had your iPad.
Yeah.
You had FL on the iPad.
Yeah. So like I showed him a couple, and I mean they weren't good beats. Cuz since I had nobody to sing or rap on them, so I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And then I started getting into that. I started putting like songs out on SoundCloud, and but after I put out like 5 or 6 songs maybe, and then I ended up calling Furco while I was working on Summer's End, and I was like, hey man, I got this summer song that I need you on. And he came over, he wrote a verse in like 20 minutes. We got it all recorded within,
I don't think it's recording.
within like an hour. Yeah, but anyways, so we got it all recorded. I was ready to put the song out, and Furco was like, nah, you gotta send this to Dino. And I'm like, who's Dino?
Yeah, you didn't know Dino at the time.
Yeah. But no, I ended up sending it to him to get mixed, and then I got back like 2 weeks later and couldn't wipe the smile off my face, and I wanted to be able to do that. So I started getting into mixing here and there. I mean, but you know, there's
Here and there.
There's a
My
lo-
boy's good at mixing. He's very nice at mixing. He's been very modest.
Yeah.
And if you're a new artist, definitely you got to look into mixing. Mixing is super important when you're becoming a new artist. Like, you don't want to be putting out bad music. If you pay, and that money will be worth it getting that good mix. So you go to Dino or my boy Eamon or even Furco. He's been mixing for a long time too. That's what you got to do. If you want to be a professional, you got to put out professional sound. That's a fact.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're a little loud, Pug.
I can back up a little bit.
Down a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the story right there. Nate?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's up? My name's Nate. I go by Newt. I'm a producer and a music video director and editor. For music videos, I go by my name Nate, but then for producing, I go by Newt. I've been producing for 3 years maybe now. And then editing and videos I've been working on since like 7th grade. So probably 8 years on that. So I'm working on music videos with these guys and a bunch of local artists. Hopefully I can make some banging videos.
You already do.
Oh, thanks.
My boy Newt's the nicest in the town, yo. If you need videos,
any hit season video you see was made by
was
Newt.
done by Nate
Yo, thanks guys.
or Brett. Brett did the fallback video.
Yeah,
But
Brett's good.
Brett's nice
He's
too.
got some fire films too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett Puglisi's the 5th member or 6th member. How many members do we even got? I don't even know. But Brett Puglisi is another member. He's not here, but he just graduated from Pratt, and he was a film major. But yeah, he helps us out with like a lot of different stuff. He also does music.
Yeah, so I mentioned it before. Drippin' came out a few days ago or yesterday. What other songs are you guys working on, or pieces, or anything upcoming?
As a group?
That or individually?
That
Well,
summer part 2.
We have Summer's End Part 2 coming. For anybody that enjoys Summer's End Part 1, we got Part 2 coming this summer. It was supposed to drop this recent summer, but great music takes time, and why not make it 2 years apart for Part 2? So we got that coming. We got Rising, but is that a track that are we gonna continue that?
That has potential. I think we need to put some more work into it.
It's in the vault right
yeah.
now, but that's another full collab we have.
Yeah, that's mainly all of our music right now is just kind of
In the
vault music. Yeah,
vault music.
needs work, or we're just sitting on it. But yeah, there's more to come sometime soon.
Me and Pug got that FYB song that came out.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
true.
FYB just came out.
I just dropped a track called FYB. It's people consider it rock music. I consider it pop music. I consider myself a pop musician.
No,
or
you
like
know
a
what it
hip hop
is?
musician. What?
There's a new genre of rap.
It's the screamo rap.
No, it's not.
His
It
necessarily
has
I wasn't really
that,
screaming
but-
on it though. I feel
it's
like
it's like sludge rap or like something like that. It's
grunge rap.
I
no.
like that
I
genre,
remember we found it. We were listening to Ghostman, me and my buddy Colin, and he was like, "Oh, I found out what genre this is," and he said like sludge rap or it's something like that, but it's pretty much just like metal rap. But yeah, I'd consider it more of that.
Yeah, I like it though.
So, we talked about songs coming up. What about shows or performances or
Throw that live next to
anything
That's fine.
else that's
Yeah, that's
coming
his.
up?
We actually, I know, on the 11th of January,
Thanks.
I'm performing over at the Wonder Bar next to Subcast Studios. I don't know if these guys are yet doing it. If you guys want to,
I
you
don't think
can.
I am.
It's a showcase. And then actually on the 15th, we're going down to New York City, 14th Street. We're performing at the Secret Loft. That's our first outside city show. So we're super excited for that. We're probably going to just like book an Airbnb down there. Maybe stay at Brett's place, but he's over in Brooklyn. So we're still trying to figure it out. But then 2 days after the New York City show, I come back here to perform at the Salt Space. That's the Exchange Part 2. If any of you were at the Exchange Part 1, it's going to be just like that, but even bigger this time with more artists. We're actually going to have drinks this time and vendors and food, so it's going to be a dope-ass event.
So, I wanted to ask this question, but what role do you guys think that artists play in society, and how you guys could have an impact on maybe other possible rappers or people that just love music?
Well, this is actually good timing, but well, not good timing, but the whole Juice World controversy that's going up right now, everyone's saying a lot of rappers are very influential on drug use, and I don't ever want to necessarily condone that action or force it upon anyone, but when you when you go from not really having much of a following to being one of the most famous rappers on the planet at the time, it does take time to get used to the amount of influence that you have, especially on young kids. And I feel like a lot of people kind of step over their boundaries and take it a little too far sometimes, and you just got to be careful about that.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
Yeah, rip.
Rest in peace.
That ass. But, I mean, we're not necessarily like that. Like, we want to have a powerful influence. But,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we're not the type of artists that really do promote that kind of stuff. We just smoke weed. Like, we smoke weed. We drink alcohol. But, like, we don't really promote drugs like that. We don't, we're not the type of artists that need to... We just make good music. Like, we're banking it off of good music. Obviously, we have to bring in the good promo and the good marketing, but it's good music at the end of the day. Like, that's how I think of it.
For me, I feel like I'm gonna promote like what's real in my life, and I feel like when I write my music, it's coming from either a dark place or a happy place. And you know, if my writing talks about drugs or things like that, you know, like generally it's gonna be something that's real and that has happened, has affected me. So like I think that's really important. Like that's what I try to show in my music is these real feelings.
Staying true to yourself.
So you guys have been rapping for years now, and how do you think your guys' approach or your style of music has changed since, if it has?
I definitely lean more towards like pop and R&B now. I used to rap, but I have way more fun messing around with the cool things you can do in pop songs or like R&B songs.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like you can say the same thing about that.
Yeah. Well, for me, around like, I started rapping around like 9th grade. From like 9th grade to honestly probably freshman year of college, I was just kind of rapping stupid shit. It was terrible. If I look back on it, it's terrible. I still have all the files, but yeah, from then to there, it was all rap. And then once I got into freshman year, I kind of just started getting into the pop music. I was studying music over at Ithaca College, Whalen, the School of Music, and so I started being influenced by classical music and the things you could really do with melodies. I was taking music classes such as oral skills and piano class and different music classes where I was actually learning how to put together melodies and the actual melodic contour and how to go into different cadences and whatnot. So I started noticing myself having a lot more fun with that, and that's how I kind of got into the pop route. I don't really do much R&B. Eamon's more of like, he has a little bit more of a mix of R&B in his music, but when I do go into that stuff, it's more just pop, straight pop. But a lot of people want to hear me do both. I've been seeing a lot of things lately because I've been actually posting up lately. I've been kind of lost in my music lately, where I want to be, if I want to be a rapper or if I want to be a pop singer. It's two completely different sides, but I keep hearing, why not mix them both? Why don't you rap on your verses and then do some real singy shit on the hooks, and you can switch it up? Nobody's heard that from you. So I think I'm going to try and take that approach, but I'm still going to keep that Furco sound that you all love and hear.
I'd consider myself probably like a pop rapper. Like I do like melodic rapping, honestly. My last track I put out, I would consider it like pop rock, because I feel like the hook was rock music. This FYB, it's on all platforms. But this next song I got coming, I think it's more hip hop. It's called Picasso, but I'm gonna get in the studio and get that one done soon. So I'm kind of all over the place. I'm just trying to find my own sound, you know. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your ultimate goal in all this, like with making music, in terms of where you want to be and where you are now?
I just want to have fun with it. I like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what comes of it, as long as we're having fun with it.
Yeah, as long as I'm having fun, but I can like make it a career and live off of it. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
trying to make money and have fun with it.
100%.
I don't know. I feel like if I can get my music to a place where I want to get it to, like I'm trying to help with the environment. That's one of my big goals. I've been collecting water bottles throughout this semester, and I've been collecting them so I can use them for one of my music videos as a project for awareness of using the use of plastics. So plastics are way overused, you know. So like that's a big goal of mine if I can get my music on a higher platform.
So what about in terms of as artists, like what's your goal when it comes to like, this is obviously high, but like an Oscar or a Grammy, sorry. Like when we're talking like you want to be selling out shows, like what's your goal? Like where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself in like a year, or like what's the next step?
I want to do all of it. I mean, I know you guys just said what you said. Obviously, yeah, at the end of the day, music is music. You got to have fun with it. But I do want to be famous. I do want to win Grammys. I do want to sell out stadiums. Like I've always had that feeling in me since a kid. I've always been in different stages of what I want to do. I wanted to be a professional baseball player, a professional skier, skateboard, all that different stuff. But it all led up to this, to being a professional music artist, which I feel like I have wanted to do since a kid. So I guess the end goal is, to be famous, but also I do want to just have fun with it. It is my passion. I'm going to make music till I die, regardless if I blow up or not. But yeah, I want to support my family. I want to be able to make money and support my family. So
I want more cars.
More cars.
yeah, more drip.
I want more equipment.
Okay. What would you guys say your favorite song or work that you've produced?
For me,
like
my favorite track that I've made is Paper Cuts. It's a pop song, and we recorded it over, I think, a few different periods. I recorded it with Eamon, and he really helped me nail the vocals on that. And also, I couldn't hit some notes because I'm not the greatest singer, to be honest. I got to be confident with the autotune. When I got the autotune on me, I'm like a fucking legend, to be honest. but without the autotune, it's a little weaker. So my little brother actually did some high notes on that. He did some harmonies for me on that. So if you listen real close, you can hear him on there. So shout out Luke. Luke Polisi is also part of HITSZN. And all love. Shout out to my fans. I love you guys.
All right, so for me, I'm going to break it up into two different songs. So if I were to say my best storytelling, lyrically, song, it would be Fighter. 100% it would be Fighter, because like the message and the time period I was in when I wrote it. But if I were to say vocally best delivery, and also a song that could, I don't want to say it's a hit, but a song that has that radio sound, I would probably say Down, because I was in a sad time. I was feeling down, and I put that feeling into the song. I feel like that's the only song I really put that feeling into, which is something I need to work on more. But
yeah, I think Supermodel Girl is your hit.
Supermodel Girl was more like my radio hit. I just really feel like vocally I nailed Down for some reason.
Yeah, that was a great song.
And Dino thinks so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chasing Down a Dream.
Yeah, Chasing Down a Dream from 12th grade, mixtape.
Spinning like a hurricane.
Talent show winning
Chasing Down a
song right
Dream.
there.
I don't know. There's a whole lot to choose from. I had an album out, but ended up taking it down because it was rushed through, and I didn't want to take it down because I did like most of the songs on it. But if I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be Summer's End. I just had so much fun doing that.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, the response about it was amazing. Everyone loved it. I'll still go out in public, and underclassmen from West Hill will see me and be
it's
like,
still
"Hey, yo,
Summer's End."
it's Summer's End."
And then once we bring part 2, it's over.
Yeah.
But it is crazy though, because that is when that's what brought everything together.
Yeah.
Was Summer's End.
Yeah.
We weren't really even
Yeah, we weren't expecting much of it. I was just gonna throw it out and be like, expect, all right, 50 views, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I remember you sending me the Snapchat, and I was just like, yo, I gotta get on that.
Yeah.
Whose stomach was that?
Yeah, I'm a little hungry.
Oh my gosh, that was loud as shit.
I need a chicken leg piece right now.
A chicken leg piece?
Haven't you guys seen that TikToker? He's like got like millions of followers. He just eats chicken straight up. It's all
That's what we're gonna be doing in the.
He goes
Patriots-
chicken. He goes
the
chicken
Patriots
leg piece,
video.
and then he eats it, and then he's got like 4 million followers for that.
For eating chicken?
For eating, yeah. Or like I think it's like Indian food.
What is that, bro? Dude.
Mukbangs.
water.
They're doing mukbangs on TikTok now.
What are they
I was
doing?
actually gonna bring TikTok up next, but you can continue.
TikTok.
Oh, I mean, I think we should pass it on to Nate. What's your
Yeah.
favorite?
Yeah, what's
Word.
your favorite beat or music video?
Yeah, for music, I don't think I'm there yet. I don't have enough out. But for music videos, for some reason, I'm the most proud of Bloody Knuckles right now. Just because, like,
Bloody Knuckles is hard.
every time I show it to someone, people are like, oh my god, that's vulgar. Why did you show me this? And I was like, that's the kind of reaction I want from someone, you know? From that kind of video.
And it's the most movie looking video. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, especially the end. The end looks wicked cinematic for some reason. Like just pug me at the car. It just looks like an actual scene. Like it looks official.
Yeah, we kind of just, like, put that together, the ending, and, like, put it together.
That's how I want our videos to start being too. Like we have Brett and Nate who go to school for film. Brett works on movies. Brett directs, writes, acts, produces. And I also recently, in the fall, I worked on 3 professional movies. The Binge, Gabriel's Inferno, and the Ultimate Playlist of Noise. And so we're not just music here, we're also film. So that's kind of how I want my music videos to look. They haven't really so far, besides Bloody Knuckles. But from there on, I do want it to look more like movies.
Yeah, I just got a new camera, so
Yeah.
we got
Bloody
yeah,
Knuckles
yeah.
is the only one we shot on that. And then we got a
more
Waterboy
coming.
video that's going to look like a movie. Super
Yeah.
High is going to look like a movie. Drippin's going to look like a movie.
Yeah, we got more to come.
Yeah.
They're getting better and better.
You guys touched on TikTok, and I know Pug's a big
I'm a
TikTok
legend.
guy.
Pug's going to be famous on TikTok.
He's got the e-boy look.
I got that e-boy look. You just get that hair, you throw it like this, and you get some earrings. You're e-boy.
Yeah.
You gotta do the claw.
You gotta do this thingy, whatever.
What is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Oh, why can I not think of
They
it?
have-
And I
My
go,
fans, show
are
me
you
some
talking
love,
about?
fans.
I'm telling
From
I'm not
Cody
on
Co.
TikTok,
You're being low,
but
man.
I watch Cody
Who's
Co,
on
and
that
Cody
line?
Co's always ripping into
I
TikTok.
didn't know if you were talking about the
Christian.
one where the girls go, and that goes, that.
Dante, you're a TikTok legend, right?
Hey,
Oh, I saw that one.
You did,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was crazy.
TikTok's been blowing up lately.
It's blowing up.
Yeah.
It's like the
You know,
second biggest app on the App
Gary Vee.
Store.
It's
or
owned
third.
by a Chinese data farming company.
It is. Yeah.
Just so you know.
I've seen reports lately.
Did they buy
that-
Musical.ly? Because Musical.ly bought TikTok.
Did they?
No, Musically
Yeah,
was
I
shut
thought they
down. And
did.
then
I heard that
TikTok was
music
made.
is coming back
I
though.
thought the owners bought TikTok.
Didn't
After they
TikTok?
got
I
shut
think
down.
TikTok might have bought Musically.
Musically
Or
was
that,
shut down
or-
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, maybe it was that.
Vine was supposed to make a comeback.
Yeah,
what
what
happened
happened
to
to that? I
that?
was looking
It was
forward
supposed
to
to
that.
be released in April as Byte. That was
Byte.
supposed to be the name of it by the same owners because they couldn't use Vine
I've heard
anymore
of it, yeah.
because of Twitter bought it.
Oh yeah.
Twitter bought
right.
Vine, and then I think TikTok just took it over. So
Yeah.
TikTok
so
bought
there was-
TikTok bought Musically, I think, or like.
well, I'm saying like there's no reason for
Yeah.
Byte or Vine/Byte to even make a drop.
Yeah,
because
there's no-
how
'cause
big
there's-
TikTok got.
Well,
Yeah.
what's the you know because you're on TikTok obviously. What was the like main difference between Musically and like TikTok? Musically was just like songs, people doing
Nah,
dances.
Musically was.
I think you could
It
only
was when they
use
lip
music,
sync. Yeah, it was when they
but with
lip sync.
TikTok you can actually use
Yeah.
like sound.
TikTok
Make
you
your
can
own
do a
sounds
lot
and
more
stuff.
with. I think you can like
Yeah.
and those like duet videos.
There's a bunch
of
I don't
different
think you
stuff
could
you
do
can
that
do.
musically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also seen reports lately that I think it was the military or the government wants to shut down TikTok because of like cyber threats or something like that.
Cyber threats.
So
Let's
I
heard
just thought
something
that
about
let's
that.
storm Area
it's because
51 together.
teens and kids are just obsessed with it.
Yeah.
You could easily like I don't know.
I don't know if I
TikTok's
can catch on to
great.
that wave.
Well, it's like it's literally in control of the youth.
Yeah.
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 It's go-
Well,
it's
yeah, 'cause
going crazy.
I agree
It's
with
the-
that though.
yeah.
It's so
No,
much
it
more
is.
addicting than going on Instagram because you go on TikTok and the explore page is right there for you, and you can just scroll through and through.
Yeah.
You just keep going, and it's not even people that are relative. Usually, it's just like random people.
Yeah.
Like
Random.
it's not people that like follow you. Like it's just random people that you want to watch.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna download it.
See, I
Yeah,
downloaded.
I'm not a follower. I
me
can't.
neither.
I
See, the
can't
thing
catch
is,
on that
I
wave.
downloaded it and said I would never like really get into it, and then bam,
It's just
I
there's-
got into it.
There's just so much like cringe on it that like
Oh.
I'm
There
gonna,
is.
I'm gonna see a lot if I download it. I don't really want to.
You type in my TikTok and it gets cringy. See, I was at that point over the summer where my TikToks were all going insane, and then I stopped until like October, and then I started making TikToks again. And I wasn't getting the same amount of views, but I'm up at 27.7 followers. Thousand. Sorry.
27.
Sorry.
27.
How do you get
27.
0.7 followers?
27.7 thousand followers, but I don't get as many views as I used to.
Now
We're
is
getting
is TikTok is like, not to like talk down on the
You're good.
27,000 followers,
Are they
but like
all 5-year-olds? Yeah.
no, but not that.
You
But
think
like you
so?
know how
Yeah.
you know how like someone gets 20,000 views on Facebook, it's not a big deal, but someone gets like 20,000 views on Instagram, it's a huge deal.
Mm.
Is it like that, or is it like
The thing is, it's all about making the For You page. So if you make the For You page and your video goes viral,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
mean,
So what happens, right, is like if you get a viral video on TikTok, you get followers, and if you get over 1,000 followers, you can host lives.
yeah.
If you get a lot of people in your live videos, they can give you these
Yeah.
coins.
I've
Check
gotten
this
Okay.
I've gotten
and
donations.
the,
Coins
and,
on
and, yeah,
TikTok?
the
They can
donations they give you
donate?
give you
Yes.
donations, and if you get these donations, you can cash in for money.
Yeah.
So that's what the people do is
Yeah.
they make money just by hosting these lives and hosting
Damn,
these.
TikTok is way more.
it's like
advanced
you're
than I
sharing your
thought.
personality with the world. Yeah, you can make money though. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
if you can get enough
I've
followers
gotten
and
donations
create good
before
content.
from like 6-year-olds. I'm like, you know, I don't think your mom would care that much if you took her credit card.
But
Are
thank
you
you,
watching
because I need it.
comments?
okay, maybe I might download it.
There's none.
I know it says low volume on one of them.
Yeah, I turned it up. I think it was a little glitchy at first, but I think should be good. But yeah, TikTok's taking over the world.
I agree. It's
crazy.
getting larger.
But I bring up TikTok because I feel like that's also another way for you guys to promote your music.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
it's all about just getting those views, and then people. What you can also do is link like your YouTube in your bio, and then you send them to that, and then
Yeah.
just
Well, look at Old Town Road. If TikTok didn't exist.
And what was that song? La la la.
a lot of
Oh
songs.
yeah,
yeah.
did I really just
Dun,
forget that melody?
yeah.
A lot,
Yeah.
no, but a
That
lot
one
of
blew
songs are
up.
blowing up on TikTok, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, not just those what you're saying, like the songs that you're hearing now on the radio
Yeah.
or whatever.
s-
That
yeah.
originated from TikTok.
yeah, and you sing
know?
along to it.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
TikTok like its own like music streaming thing now too?
You can create your own sounds on it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think they like I don't know. It's whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just feel like it's another way to just grow your platform. And you see a lot of artists. I mean, Justin Bieber started on YouTube. A guy named Kane Brown started on Facebook. People start in the most random places. It's all about
Yeah.
one person seeing your work.
What was it? Didn't Ed Sheeran
Yes,
wasn't he playing guitar on like
Mhm.
the subway or the sidewalk or something?
it's all about that one person that finds you,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah,
or one
100%.
video blowing up, and
Yeah.
then bam.
Dripping
Well,
videos
also,
gonna blow up.
cosigns are huge these days, especially just because, like, you never know what's real and what's fake now. Like, who's
Yeah.
got fake followers, who pays for followers or views or whatever. So, like, getting a cosign is huge. If somebody big can support you, then, like,
Yeah.
like their fan base is going to support you, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Making connections. So, is there anything you guys want to add about hit season, upcoming work, or anything about you guys personally going forward?
I'd say expect a lot of shit this year. 2019 was more of a building year for us. Like, we built the vaults, so expect it all to be released in 2020. We got a lot of videos, a lot of songs. Definitely way more shows coming this year, so say expect a lot of shit.
Yeah. And I guess stay tuned. I know a lot of people are looking forward to the new summer song. We don't have a date for it yet, but
Summer,
It's-
though.
yeah, summer.
Probably beginning of summer.
Yeah.
A lot of dope stuff coming. I got a lot of music coming, too. I just want to say to everybody out there, like, if you got a passion that you want to go for, you should fucking take that opportunity and go for it right now, because what's better than now? You don't want to be going for that in the future. You want to chase that now. My boy Furco's been doing music for 9 years, or longer even.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's still chasing that dream. And I guarantee you, you're gonna look back and say like, wow, I chased my fucking dreams and it was worth it, because you're gonna achieve them, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what we
all
do at
steps,
HITSZN.
man. It's all steps. We're gonna complete every step. We're gonna get there, no matter if it takes 15 years from now, the day I pop, or shit, it could be in a couple months. Like, you never know. You just gotta keep working, keep going, stay true to yourself. Don't let nobody tell you shit, because most of those people usually aren't even true to themselves. They can't get themselves up to do what they want, or they're the ones that are out there working for somebody that believed in themselves more than they did. You know what I'm saying? The person who owns Chick-fil-A wasn't working for Burger King. You know what I'm saying? They went out and they wanted to do that on their own. So I say, yeah, go get it if you want it. Don't let nobody tell you other.
Yeah. Before we go, also, if you guys want to drop your ats on like Twitter, Instagram, or whatever, or where you can be found for your music, go ahead.
All right, so on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, I am Pug, Pug, just like the dog. You look that up, you'll find me. On social media, Instagram and TikTok, you can find me at 315Pug. And hit my DMs, because I respond to all my fans. Every single person that's in my DMs, I respond to them. Whether it takes a couple weeks or however long it'll take, I'm going to respond to you, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, for me, it's Furco Music, Furco, and then music. That's that on every single platform you could think of. So, yeah, Furco Music.
Instagram, you can find me at Eamon Petty, EAMONNPETTY. And then all streaming platforms for music, you can find me at Stoyan, STOYAN.
And on Instagram, we are HITSZN Entertainment. So if you look up
Yes.
HITSZN Entertainment, that's all of us as the group.
On YouTube, you can find me at Newt Music, and then my Instagram, I haven't posted much, but I'm gonna start working on it. And then on YouTube, I'm gonna start putting up some more beats. So if you're looking for some, I'm gonna get some up soon.
If you're looking for some fire, hit my boy Newt.
Hit my boy Newt.
So that wraps it up here on Long Story Short. Thank you for listening. You can also find this episode on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and other podcast streaming platforms. I want to thank HITSZN for coming in and talking about their music and upcoming events. So stay tuned for more episodes. Thank you.